Welcome back to Quincy High School. Second quarter just underway here. Pass into the middle by Duxbury is batted away. Retrieved by Schwenke. He gets it, goes inside the paint. And we're going to get an offensive foul. Taking that is Myers. Nice job. Schwenke pats him on the back, tries to help him up. Good sportsmanship there. Nice turnover is to start the second quarter. Quincy will have the ball moving left to right in front of us here, just underway in the second quarter.
Myers has been the man on the spot, offensively and defensively. He's always in the right place at the right time.
Lamb with it, baseline. Using his pivot foot, now kicks it all the way back up. In the middle it goes to Bain. Bain hasn't got a shot off that I remember. He tries to give a pass to the left. It's slapped and stolen away by Duxbury. All the way to Schwenke now. Stops and pops about a 4-footer. Won't go. Lamb gets the rebound. Here we go. We got a 3-on-2 for Duxbury. Going down the lane. Lamb goes up, puts it up off the glass. It won't go, but he's fouled. First foul. Second foul on Duxbury.
Almost got it through that two-man team, too. That's a dangerous thing. You don't want to see that. Lamb coming down on a fast break with a 3-on-2. He's usually going to go to the hole, but that's a tough thing for Duxbury to stop.
Foul was on Jake Foote. That'll be his first personal foul. Second on the team. Lamb misses the first foul shot.
There aren't very many fouls because both these teams are just playing basketball right now with a lot of shooting going on. And this type of game is going to hurt Quincy in the tournament because there's just not that physical intensity that you see in the paint when you see something like that game we saw the other day with Taunton and Mansfield. You know, with the bodies on top of each other. There's so many fouls in that. Why? Because they play so physical.
All right, Duxbury with the ball. Kai Perry checks into the game. Gives it off to Walt Williams. Williams spins and loses the ball. Coming up with it is Drew Myers. The right side is Evans. He can't finish it. Tapped up by Myers. No good. Myers in there again to get in the rebound. Bain fakes up. Goes up with his left hand. He is so tough. He gets the ball to the left hand. You can pretty much count it. He picks up the basket and the foul. Quincy on top now, 18-10. Grant Garrity picks up the personal. His first, third on the team.
But I'm just not seeing the physicality that you see in some of the Division I teams, especially in the paint area, Roger.
Again, Bain, Quincy not doing very well from the foul line. Bain misses his. Lamb missed both of his. They're going to need that, obviously, to go against the better teams in Division I. On the route on the right wing, Jake Foote stops and pops a three-pointer from about 25 feet and cuts the Quincy lead down to 5 with 6:18 to go here, first half. Up on top is Myers, looking for a cutter. He's got it over to Callahan on the left side. They swing it all the way to the right side to Evans. Baseline to Lamb. Back up on top. Here's Myers for the 3. Off the back of the iron. We're going to have a foul. We got a foul on Callahan. That'll be fourth team foul. And no, they're going to just call it on 5, which is James Lamb. That'll be Lamb's first, team's third. Foote and Williams playing catch back and forth, bringing it up against, again, the 1-2-2 or 2-1-2 press. Across the timeline it comes with the ball is Garrity. Up on top is Foote. Foote tries a tricky dribble but can't get by Lamb. Lamb had decided height advantage and reach advantage. It's going to be very difficult if he's a offensive threat to get a lot going, but he got by Lamb that time, put it up off the glass and scores. Little 7-foot runner off the glass and scores. The lead is down to 3. Quincy with the ball. Myers, left side. Evans has it way out on the left wing. Cross-court pass. It goes to Callahan. Back up on top to Myers. Back to Evans. Open. Tries to go baseline. Goes up. Has the shot blocked. Is blocked in there by Will Williams. Comes up with Regan with the ball, who's checked back in. Williams across the timeline, gets it over to Foote. Foote, left wing, wide open for a 3. Hits the crotch of the basket, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Duxbury comes up with it. Regan with a great move down and a underhand finger roll up off the glass. Coach Perry's seen enough. The lead is down to 1. Duxbury cut it to 1, and Regan is really showing us some moves for a young freshman to be that aggressive and that assertive down low.
Right, and hitting on the boards. And Coach Perry's not too happy right now. Normally he has a timeout. He talks to the team on the bench. Well, he took them out onto the court a little bit away from the stands where people won't be able to hear as much as what he says because it's not going to be too positive at this time. And I can see there's just not that physical demand, that pushing, that fighting for every single rebound, that contact. People going in for layups and getting layups uncontested and not being, earned. like to see 3 times as many fouls as we have so far in this game.
I know
just with the intensity, just playing hard.
If you were playing, there would be at least 3 more fouls because you would have had 3 here as we get close to halftime.
Well, they could have doubled it. You're 100% right.
All right, here comes Myers across the timeline. We'll see what Coach Perry's little chit-chat had to do with his team. On the left side to Callahan. Callahan looking for a cutter, can't find it. Drew with it, back to Callahan. Inside it goes to Bain. Bain, again, it looks like they're a little tentative, too, to score. Like he was open and looking for a cutter. And just like in the earlier play, just before the timeout, Evans, who's a great shooter, has been since he came to this school, had a wide open 3 and took it into the traffic and ended up giving a turnover. Inbounds, it comes to Lamb. He's way up on top, being guarded out there by Williams. Williams has it, gives it over. Check that. Lamb has it, gives it over to Cunningham. His shot, no good. Lamb with the rebound to a cutting Evans up off the glass and scores. Nice play.
Duxbury switched to a man-to-man that time, figuring they had set something up, and that didn't work out too well for him. I think you'll see him going back to that zone very quickly.
Quincy extends their lead to 3. Up on top now, you got Kai Perry and Will Williams working the guard spot. Callahan, guard, and Perry trying to get a little room. Crossover dribble, goes up off the glass and scores. Nice left-handed scoop.
Right, and no help defense from the weak side of Quincy High's defense on that time.
And a finger roll off the glass, cuts the lead back down to 1. Myers looking for help on the right-hand side. Callahan gets it to Bain. Bain to a cutting Lamb, and it goes right off Lamb's leg. Another good pass by Bain. You see why he didn't catch that? It hit him in the thigh.
Well, no, that hit him down closer to the knees. I don't think that was such a good pass with him cutting in. I think that was a little bit too low.
Bounce pass was the correct pass?
A bounce pass would have been the correct pass.
All right, up on top now comes Foote. Again, we got the 2-1-2. They break it this time. Here comes Schwenke across the right side. Baseline goes up for a 3-point shot. Is Regan. No good. Rims out. Rebound into Myers. Myers to Lamb. To the right side of Callahan. Back to Lamb. It's stolen away. Stolen back. Quincy has it. Callahan throws it away. And here comes Duxbury back. Schwenke, left side. Goes all the way to the basket with a right-handed finger roll. He puts it up and in. And for the first time to this evening, the Duxbury Dragons take the lead, 21-20. Myers looking for help. Right-hand side to Callahan.
Back into that zone.
Tipped away and stolen away by Schwenke. Out-hustled everybody. He stops and pops off the glass. Battle for the loose ball. And nice save in there by Myers. Nothing but Quincy players down there, but it went off Myers' hands. He did a great job of saving it. Here's Cunningham. From the elbow, little 15-footer spun out. Rebound comes down to Duxbury. Williams across the timeline. Being pressured out there by Callahan. Baseline Schwenke wants to go against Bain. Can't. Kicks it back out to Williams on the left wing. Quick head fake. Goes to the lane and picks up the foul. Misses the shot. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Quincy's got to get more help from their weak side. They're extending their man-to-man pressure way out onto the perimeter against the Duxbury players to put pressure on them. And if they're going to do that, there's the opportunity for Duxbury to beat them on a one-on-one. But that's when the weak side help, and that's what Mansfield High School does so well, is that weak side help comes in so quickly and stops that.
Callahan picks up his second foul and goes to the bench. Here's Schwenke for a long 3-pointer. It's off the front of the iron. Picking up the loose balls, Beach. He'll control the offense here. Bounce past the right-hand side to Evans. Evans looking for a cutter, can't find one. Puts the ball on the floor, dribbles it back towards Beach. Beach way up on top in the middle. Here's Evans for a long 3. Off the back of the iron. Rebound to Regan for Duxbury. Here they come. Foote has it. Takes it across the top. A reach in from Evans from behind is going to cost him a foul, and that's the 5th team foul. Kind of a bad foul there for Colin Evans.
That's not the type of foul I want to see. Just a little reach touch.
Yes.
You know that.
Want somebody hurt?
Well, not hurt, but feeling it.
Nice give and go passes. Schwenke takes it inside the paint. It won't go. Battle for the loose ball. And that's a nice rebound in there by Cunningham, who got it. Started the fast break, and on the way up the break, there's a foul called against Duxbury. Grant Garrity checks in. Chris Armstrong out of the game for Duxbury. Another substitution. Max Boucher is into the game, and he's going to replace the freshman, Ryan Regan. Lamb puts it in play. Gives it off to Tyler Beach. Right side to Evans. Baseline to Bain. Working around the perimeter. Cunningham to Evans. Now is on the left side. Can't get it off to Cunningham. looking for help. It's slapped away or just misplaced, and Duxbury picks up the loose ball. Williams has it, gives it off to Schwanke, back to Williams. Across the timeline, Lamb has it. Bringing the ball up, Williams trying to go against Lamb. Pass over to Perry. Perry back to Williams. Williams jumps into Bain, can't get the shot to go, and Bain gets the rebound.
There's some of that weak side help that I was talking about from TJ Bain. They need more of that. Quincy does.
Bain at the foul line gives a pass down low again. Lamb can't handle it, and it's stolen away. Pass down the length of the court, stolen away by Beach. Beach looking for somebody cutting, and him and Evans run in. Check that. That's Myers running into each other. Nice pass to Bain with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball comes down on the hands of Schwanke. Duxbury back the other way. They've got a 1-point lead with 1:15 to go here in the first half, and they've got the ball. Across the timeline comes Williams. Lamb covering him. Schwanke down low. Picks up the foul and the basket.
Nice penetration by Williams, and then a nice dish off to the open Schwanke. But what a nice play by penetration. Quincy seems to be trying to force that ball into the paint a little bit too much.
A lot of turnovers.
Yes, a lot of turnovers.
Well, and again, we talked about this being a trap game situation. This is a must-win for Duxbury. They have to win this. Friday's game means nothing if they don't win this one. So, I think a situation here, you're giving them a little life, maybe too much life in the game, because we're in our last minute of play, and they're leading by 3. Baseline, it goes down to Kevin Williams, who's checked in for Quincy. A long 3 thrown up by Tyler Beach, and he hits it. We got a tie game here with 44 seconds to go. Boy, Tyler Beach, key time for that one. Here comes Foote across the timeline. He's picked up by Beach. It's man-to-man pressure by the Presidents. Crossover dribble inside the paint. Can't get the shot off. Looking for a cutter. Gives it off to Perry. Perry trying to go baseline. Evans turns, spins, goes up off the glass. Battle for the loose ball, and it's going to be off Quincy. It'll be Duxbury ball underneath their own basket with 24.3 seconds showing on the clock, and it's time for the freshman to check in. Ryan Regan back into the game for Duxbury. Putting the ball in play is Schwanke. Baseline 3 by Foote is no good. Rebound to Quincy. They've got the ball with 15 seconds to go on the clock. Evans way out in the left-hand corner. Can't get a shot. Now back to Beach as we move down to 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking for a cutter with the ball is Williams. He can't do anything. Lamb gets it down low. Back, here's Cunningham. Long 3, no good. Battle for the loose ball. We're going to have a foul. I think we got a pushing foul against Williams. This is Kevin Williams for Quincy. They are not. And wait a minute, they may be in the bonus. Ooh, that's a huge foul. Yeah. 9/10 of a second, and they're going to go the other end and shoot a 1-on-1.
And it wasn't. It was just a little push in the back with the hands. It wasn't really a physical.
Yeah,
the same thing.
They didn't get your lecture on how to commit a foul.
Well, exactly right. You use your thigh or your hip to get that position, and the referee doesn't call it. So you bang them off a little bit, and then you can still get it. But to use your hands it makes it an easy call for the officials.
First foul shot is up and good, and the second foul shot by Schwanke is up and good. So 2 foul shots. Clock took a long time and he hits it. Tyler Beach we got that on film. Yes, we do. Good job from about 60 feet. Hit nothing but twine. And we thought that mistake that Kevin Williams made was going to cost Quincy the lead here in the first half of play, but not so fast.
No, Tyler Beach over half court. Over half court, he made a nice little step into it, and bang. His 2 threes at the end is what kept Quincy into this ball game, because other than that, they hadn't scored. Other than Beach's 2 threes, Quincy hadn't scored probably in the last 3 minutes of that half.
Wow, what a great finish. We'll be back for more from Quincy High School. What a finish to the first half. Right after this, you're listening to High School Basketball on VarsityHD.com.